Rebuild the world is like one of my own personal mantras, because I think that actually every generation needs to rebuild the world in their image. My name is David Adjaye. I'm an architect and based in Accra. It's a city that's dynamic and that's evolving and changing, and it has a rich history and legacy. It's just full of potential and full of inspiration. All those things, including the geography, the temperature, the culture of the people, is just changing the way I'm making my architecture. I always find a narrative like any person that seeks a narrative by looking at what's around him. I find stories in just the context that I'm in, the community I might be with. And then from there, I see where it takes me and where it goes. I like for the information to drive my creativity. I don't like my creativity to drive the information. My Lego idea was really trying to see if I could make something that made sense to Ghana and Accra. And I looked and looked, and there were so many forms and things, but in the end, what I really was struck by was the motif on top of the triumphal arch next to Black Star Square. The 4 stars that come together to make one form. There it is at the epicenter of the city, the symbol of Ghana. It's a reconstruction of the 4 black stars, making it out of Lego bricks in different colors, the multiplicity of colors. It tells you about citizenship, it tells you about dignity, it tells you about respect, it tells you about justice, hope, and it talks about failure, and it talks about success. It's a very unique thing for this country. The orphanage was really introduced to me by a client. I went to see them and I was really taken back. You know, there was this kind of incredible group of young Ghanaian kids, super talented and bright, and just sort of, you know, disconnected from the kind of ordinary family structure and the life that most Ghanaians take for granted. And then when Lego asked me to get involved, I thought, oh my God, that's a perfect union. It seemed like the perfect match to kind of, as it were, transfer a sort of tool to these kids. And I thought that it was just really beautiful to bring it into the lives of children and the citizens just to see through this project. I love seeing the interaction of children, and it's always good to just hear their spontaneity and their sort of intuitive invention. It's something that I really crave, and sometimes as we become professionals, we start to lose that spontaneity. So always seeing how children work spontaneously is always inspirational. It just refreshes that instinct that one has. I like things that are just about the expression of human beings. You know, a creative person is childlike in their investigation throughout their entire life. But it's always interesting for me to see what the kids gravitate towards, but also bringing them into the heart of a 21st century hard-working office with technology and all the things that we have here, that they're stimulated by this environment, and to realize that there are many worlds in their city and that they can also dream and hope for a better future and a better world, that it's not just all about the compound that they live in. Let me explain. What is this? What can you see? Star? How many stars can you see?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to see what you can do. Can you help me with this?
Yes.
Show me what you can do to this Lego star. There's nothing challenging about Lego bricks except for time. When you have like 40,000 bricks, it just takes time to put it together. But if you have the time and working with it, it's the most magnificent thing. Just watching how they've taken it and absorbed it, they've just sort of run with it, and just already doing their own thing. And you know, each one wants their own little sort of patch of it, and like, it's fantastic. Architecture is a kind of testing, failure, sort of then perfecting. It's really about that, testing, failure, perfecting. But what's amazing is that the kids really understood these 4 stars clustered together as a platform to build another city. I think what you're looking at is almost like a sort of futuristic city. They've actually understood the symbolism, somehow subconsciously, and they've made 4 worlds which interact with the 4 spires of the tower. So they've just made it so much better. They've really understood the metaphor, and it's really very, very powerful.